He came to work with the sheriff's office when he was 22 years old, and he was a communications officer. He pursued the law enforcement academy on his own personal time and expense in order to get certified to be a law enforcement officer, which was his ultimate goal.
One thing has stood out about Brice is his perseverance. Brice is determined. Brice is consistent. Everything that he said that he was going to accomplish, he has actually accomplished it and then some.
After Brice got his feet on the ground and got some experience under his belt, he moved to other areas of the sheriff's office, like the school resource unit, criminal investigations. And all the while doing that, he volunteered to be on the SWAT team, which is an entirely additional set of responsibilities. And as opportunities availed themselves to him, he never failed to seize the moment.
Brice is one of the hardest working people I know. He's going to go for what he wants. He's going to always give you his best. He has served a profession to the best of his abilities with integrity, honesty, full of compassion. Brice cares about people, and he always stands true to the job and doing what is best and what he knows is right.
There's so much more to Brice than even being a law enforcement officer. He just stands out as someone that I consider a friend, and he just has a great personality, and he's a fun-loving guy, and he also knows when it's time to go to work and when business is business.
He definitely goes the extra mile when it comes to being present and doing the things that he in his heart is compassionate about. So does he go the extra mile? I think he does it all the time.
He is what I call the consummate police officer, understanding the role between being a police officer or being a person who's out there trying to catch the bad guy, but at the same time understanding that it's all about building connection and building community.
One night he came home, he was working at the Quincy Police Department at the time, and he had been to a drug call in the Gadsden Arms Apartments and gotten into a tussle with somebody there. And I said, I have a really hard time with you risking your life for people who are making those choices, those drug dealers and those thieves and the people committing violence. He said, I understand how you're feeling. He said, but I need you to understand that I'm the only person coming for these people. They're at the end of the rope. They have nobody defending them, nobody protecting them. And if I'm not there for them, they've got no chance.
You can't be a really good law enforcement officer without being a really good person. And he always had it. He's always been cordial. He's always been professional. He's got that jolly, infectious humor about himself.
I brought him in working in reentry, and Larry picked that up very quickly. He was able to navigate some of those circumstances and deal with those persons in a way that became uplifting both to them and to him.
Larry goes above and beyond in his work all the time. I will say he's a very modest and humble and a kind of a behind-the-scenes type of person. He worked for the Law Enforcement Academy for a long time, and I saw him help students in a lot of different ways when they were struggling getting through the academy.
He's just a really good instructor. And the good thing about it, he's been out on the field. He understands whether he's talking to a rookie, whether he's talking to even a seasoned person, he's been there. He's not reading a book and just regurgitating something that somebody else wrote. He has lived that lifestyle.
Larry is a grounded Christian man whose first priority is his family. His love of family supersedes just about anything else other than the work he does in law enforcement. And if you ever need a friend, if you're ever in trouble, you need somebody to confide in and talk to about your issues, Larry is that person.
Larry has just the biggest heart. If I have a capacity of a 1-gallon heart, Larry's got a 100-gallon heart. And I think that that's a very important quality for anybody who's serving in public service.